Hello children, welcome to your next science class. Already we have completed one full lesson, Habitat from volume 2 book. Now you have to take your volume 1 book, okay? So take volume 1 book, volume 1 workbook and classwork, pen, pencil, everything ready. If it is not there with you, stop the video. You can go bring. And now in that you take page number 64. See, as I told you, since we have lost many days because of COVID holidays, we are selecting important lessons and covering, right? So in that order, already we have completed habitat. Then we are going to see the 10th lesson in your volume 1 book. The lesson name is Structure and Function of Root System, Root and Stem. Structure and functions of roots and stems. So surrounding your house you could have seen many plants, right? Plants in the sense starting from a small plant which you can plug with your own hand. With your small hands you can pick it up. Even the stem you can pick. Such a tender small tree, small plants you could have seen. And you could have seen a huge big tree which even a big elephant cannot move. Such a strong trees also are there in this world. Now those trees, plants, how the roots and stems are functioning. In each and every plant, how the stem structure, size, color, nature is varying. That we are going to learn in this lesson. So as usual, now I am going to read. You will keep your fingers, okay? And you will read after me, okay? And before that, if possible, you just pause the video, take one rough note, go out and select different kinds of plants. Say for example, like you would have got tulsi plant at your home, that one, hibiscus plant, any climbers, money tree, or big trees, okay? And just you compare the stem size, color and structure, okay, how it is. Just write down and come, okay? Okay, then after coming you can continue reading. Now I will continue. Keep your fingers on your words and follow me, okay? Structure and functions of roots and stem. Our name is Structure and Functions of Roots and Stem, the lesson name. We are surrounded by plants of different sizes and shapes. Some plants are so tiny that they cannot be seen by the naked eye, while some trees have trunks that are wider than a trunk. So there are several micro plants which you cannot see with your naked eyes, which means if you go to lake and all, you could have seen green color layers. Yes, the layer, it will not look like a tree or a plant. It will look like a greasy layer. What is that, you know? It is a group of plant, micro plants together. So many thousands of plants together will give you that green color structure in the lake kind of area and all. And obviously you see big trees also. So there are huge varieties starting from a microscopic small plant to a huge tree. We have so many varieties. We will see the next paragraph. Now Have you ever wondered why there is such a vast variety of plants around? Why do different plants have different types of roots and stems? Do the root and stem of all plants perform same function? What are some special functions that the roots and stems of some plant performs? Let us find out. So now, why the variation occurs? What is the need for the variation? These all things you are going to learn in this lesson. Let us go to the next. When I read, you have to keep your fingers and follow. Okay, children? Listen. Types of plants. All the common plants that we see around us can be classified on the basis of the size, shape, and thickness of their stem. Thus, plants can be classified as herbs, shrubs, trees, creepers, and climbers. So now I told you to go note down the different types of plants, right? Money plant means it will spread on something else, some other tree or wall something. Tulsi, if you take, it's a soft small plant, and the tree, if you take, it's huge and big stem you can find. Based on the size and color and thickness variation, we can divide the plants. Usually I used to tell you one example, right? We can divide anything based on any characters. For example, this class, if I want to divide as boys and girls, I can divide into two groups. All the boys one side, all the girls one side. If I wanted to divide height wise, all tall students one side, all short students one side, all middle sized students one side, I can divide like that. Okay. So same way, based on the stem size, color, thickness, we can divide plants into several types. They are called herbs. See the bold letters: herbs, shrubs, trees, creepers, climbers. Now we will see in detail what is called herb, shrub, tree, creepers, climbers, and what is the difference among them. Now look at the picture. Figure 1. See, small plant is herb, little bigger than is shrub, and very big is tree. That's the difference. Now you can compare this with the baby, boy and man. Baby will have very soft body, small sized hands, legs, everything. When you come to the boy or girl stage, they will have little grown up, little strong body. And when they become man or woman, they will have completely strong body, just like that. If you take first group of plants called herbs, they are completely soft body one. And shrubs, compared with the herbs, they will have little thicker strong body, but they will not have strength like tree. Tree is entirely different, very hard structure. So all the plants which are with strong hard stems are called trees. Now we'll see in depth again. Now look at your book. I'll read, just follow me. Keep your fingers, how I keep scale. Like that, I want you to keep your fingers and follow me. Trees are the tallest plants with strong and woody stems. The stem of a tree branches out near the top. Mango, coconut, apple, teak and pine are some examples of different tree species. So now, tree, the name itself, you know, you are seeing so many trees on the road every day. It will have a huge, strong, big stem, and it will be maroon brown in color. And only on top of it you can see the branches and the leaves, fruits, whatever it is. You cannot see in your height. It will be on the top of it. So they have given you example. Just follow the examples very carefully. Using this, you are going to fill your workbook. So you should understand, like mango tree, coconut, apple, teak, pine, these all are examples for trees. Now we will see what is herbs. Come to the next, last paragraph. Herbs are short plants which have thin soft green stem. Spinach, carrot, cabbage, cauliflower and mustard are some example of different herb species. So herb is just opposite to the trees. They are very soft, green color, not brown color like trees, and they are very tender, soft. So the example: spinach, carrot, cabbage, cauliflower and mustard. You have to remember this. Now let us come to the next paragraph. Shrubs. Shrubs are not very tall but not too short. A shrub has a thin but woody stem which branches out near the base. Rose, hibiscus, lemon and gooseberry are some examples of different shrub species. So, shrubs means in between tree and herb. Herb, H and T you remember. H, herb means very small, soft, green color stem. Trees, very strong, hard, maroon color, brown color stem. But shrubs, S, they are in between tree and the herbs. They will not have strong, very hard stem like trees, but at the same time it will not be very soft green color like herbs. It will have brown color like trees, but the stem will be very thin, soft. Same way, it will not grow very tall. It will be medium height. Now apart from this stem, herb and shrub, we have two more interesting types. Let us see what is that. The first one is creepers. Creepers and climbers have very thin stem. Their stem needs support. Plants which grow horizontally along the ground and take support from it are called creepers. Plants which take support from a wall or tree to grow vertically are called climbers. Pumpkin and watermelon are two common examples of creeper species, and the money plant, grapevine and pea are common examples of climbers species. Now, without having a strong stem, even soft but cannot stand straight like herbs, there are some plants like that. Okay, if you take tulsi plant and all, it will have soft green small stem, but it can stand straight by itself. But there are some plants which the stems are very soft and they cannot stand erect by themselves. They need some support. In that also again two types are there. Some plants, though they need support, they cannot climb up horizontally, floor level only they can grow. They are called creepers. Creep means like a small child moving, creeping. And some soft plants, they can climb like how you are climbing on the staircase and all, right? Just like that, they can climb on some other tree or some other wood kind of thing. So such plants are called climbers. So they have given you example creepers and climbers. You can see the picture. See figure 2. Some common species. You take pumpkin, watermelon and all, their fruits are going to be so weighted one. So if they are very tall, they may fall and they may get breakage. So what nature has given, to avoid that weight plant falling, weight fruit or vegetable falling, all such weighted fruit giving plants will creep. They will grow only on the ground level. Then you take this money plant, grapevine kind of plants. They are going to have small fruits and vegetables, so they can climb over something. Okay. Now, see, they have given some activities. Let us see what is that. Observe the stem of a herb, tree, shrub, creeper and climber. Compare them based on features like color, texture. Smooth texture means whether it is smooth or rough. Strength, easy or hard to break. If you are able to break, it is soft, no strength. If you are not able to break, it is very hard. Good strength. And rigidity. Rigidity means can or cannot be bent easily. Certain plants, though they are soft, you cannot bend it. So such things you can find. So let it be your homework. Take your note. In that you will write headings like color, texture, strength, rigidity. And on top of it you write herb, trees, shrub, creepers. See, when you write timetable, how will you write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, days one side. On top of it, first period, second period, third period you will write, no? Just like that, one side you write the headings given here. Color, texture, strength and rigidity, one side, one by one down. And on top of it, herb, tree, shrub, creeper and climber. So go to your garden or on roadside. Find out, see, I told you very clearly, short, green stemmed plants are called herbs. Middle but brown stemmed plants are called shrubs. Strong, big woody plants are called trees. Very soft, which will creep down on the ground, they are called creepers. And very soft, which will climb on something else which cannot stand by its own, they are called climbers. So you search, find out such trees near your house and write down. That will be your homework. And the next one is, see, another activity. Look around your neighborhood, park or garden. Make a list of plants growing there and classify them as herbs, shrubs, trees, creepers and climbers. This is only the number. See, for here you have to compare and write. Here you can write, see, near my house I have 10 herbs, only 5 shrubs, 4 5 trees. Okay, depending upon the availability you can do it. Now let us go for the workbook. Now take your workbook, volume 1, block 10, structure and function of root system, page number 45, and you write the date. What's today's date? 3/10/2020. So S1 you are going to write. See the first question. What's your first question? Write the features of the stem of each plant. So they have given two pictures. One is mint, one is hibiscus. Now mint is a herb, hibiscus is a shrub. Now you will write the difference by yourself. See the book. We have given many things. No? For example, the mint will have thin stem, but hibiscus little thick. Mint is very short, hibiscus is little taller compared with the higher mint. And mint stem is green in color, hibiscus stem is maroon in color, that is brown in color. And mint stem is very soft, hibiscus stem is little hard compared with the this hibiscus trees. Okay, I mean mint tree. So now this you will write by your own. This is your second homework. See, today 2 homeworks. I have given you 2 activities from the book, and S1 you have to complete. Now next question will go. Complete the table by writing the color, texture, size and other features of the stem which help us to classify plants as herbs, shrubs, trees, creepers and climbers. Give 2 examples. Now again you open your book. Okay, under herb, what are the points given? Don't write sentence, words. For example, short, green, thin, only words. What are the nature of herbs? That you write. And they have given many examples for each. So write 2 examples. Take 2 examples from that and write. Then again shrubs. So you can write medium, high, hard, brown, slightly thick. Whatever is given in the book, go through the book and write. See, all herbs, tree, creepers, climbers. I was reading and explaining. No, from that easily you can pick up. So just after finishing this class, close the video, take your book, open the book, again read the paragraph under herbs. You will find points for the nature and 2 examples down. Again read the paragraph under shrubs, write few points and write the examples. Read paragraph under tree and write few points about that and write example like that. Creepers and climbers, you can finish it up. And we'll go to the last question. Why can a mango tree grow tall whereas a spinach plant remains short? Why? Because the mango tree